Las Vegas, the city of neon, the city where anything is possible.
Reality just got an upgrade, and it's happening right here. Ready to see how? Ready to see how? Let's go back to the beginning and find the truth. 2018. Before the lights and global fame, there was just endless desert dust.
The first lines in the sand are finally drawn. Every single inch matters for a build this big.
A perfect sphere with no pillars and no supports. This is just pure, beautiful math coming to life.
The heavy hitters are here. Time to break ground and rewrite the history of this entire desert.
Step 1, we have to go down deep before we can ever go up.
We hit the hard stuff. The desert doesn't want to move, and it's fighting back against every machine we have. Persistence is key. We chip away slowly until the desert rock finally gives in to us.
That's a massive amount of desert to move just for a foundation. It's quiet down here, far below the neon lights and the noise.
This is the base of our future, drilling for stability. We need deep roots to anchor this giant to the earth.
The skeleton starts deep in the ground. It's a massive combination of heavy steel and human sweat. 600 piles in total. We are anchoring this massive giant to the very crust of the planet. Pressure, force, building the feet of a giant with every single pore. This is the floor of the basement. The heaviest and most massive concrete slab in all of Las Vegas. The foundation is finally set.
And now, the rest of the world starts to watch us. Level 0. This is the deep underground heart
that will keep the entire steer beating. The veins and arteries are being laid. Power, water, data.
This massive excavation represents the next phase of the project. We are looking at over 50,000 tons of steel and concrete. This foundation must be absolutely perfect for what's coming. The monster is arriving. 120 trucks of steel are finally rolling in today.
Transcription is an empty string based on the provided conditions. If you need a transcription, please make sure the conditions are met.
Reaching for the sky. It took weeks to build this tool, and now it dominates everything around it. Testing the limits. 3.5 million pounds of capacity is the only way to ensure total safety.
13,000 tons of steel, every piece numbered. It's the ultimate game of high-stakes logistics for this giant. Moment of truth. The first piece of the puzzle is finally rising into place today. Aligning the 30-ton star-shaped node is critical. The team uses spud wrenches to lever the bolt holes into position.
Precision is everything here. 1 inch off, and absolutely nothing else will fit correctly.
The circle begins. Steel doesn't like to bend, but we are making it happen today. Night and day. The sparks never stop flying.
We are working around the clock to build the future. The view is changing. We're finally above ground and seeing the whole world. March 2020. The world went quiet. But we didn't stop building for a single second.
New rules. Same goal. Keep building. Even with the world on pause, the steel still need to rise. Back to work again. The timeline is tight, but we are finally moving at full speed now. Gaining height. The shape is finally coming together as we reach toward the sky.
Did you get the torque right on Charlie 4? Yeah, just finished it.
The wind is the enemy. One single gust can ruin everything we've built. Preparation is 90% of the work. The actual lift is only a small part.
Here we go. This is the heaviest and most critical lift in Nevada history.
Don't blink. That's 170 tons of steel floating in the Vegas wind right now.
Touchdown! The heart of the roof is finally in place. The first bridge is crossing the gap. We're finally connecting the outer wall to the center crown today.
It's the best view in the whole city. Balance is everything on this scale. You can't load one side too fast, or it all shifts.
115 degrees. The steel is expanding today. It's physically growing right before our eyes.
We can't force the physics. We have to wait for the desert to cool down tonight. The vampire shift is here. Engineering happens when the world sleeps.
The last piece of the puzzle is in. We have finally closed the circle on this giant.
Closing it up, we are making the structure weather-tight before the next phase begins.
It feels like walking on a metal planet. The horizon just disappears under my feet. This isn't just a lid, it's a...
Time to pour. 10,000 tons of liquid stone are arriving at the site today.
We are defying gravity. We're pumping concrete 360 feet straight up today.
No turning back now. Once we start, we can't stop this flow.
Keep it moving, don't stop. Almost there, push it up.
The shell is complete. The $2 billion desert egg is finally hatched. Sealing the environment, we finally control the air inside now. 2.1 billion. The next layer has begun. We have to build an entire building inside of this building. Precision again. This inner frame must be perfectly smooth, or the entire image will break. Killing the echo. A sphere is a total acoustic nightmare, so we're padding every single inch. 17,500 seats. And every single one has a perfect view of the screen. Wiring for the sense of touch. These floors will vibrate with every single show. Cooling 20,000 people in the desert sun. It takes a massive amount of air. Hidden sound. You'll never see a speaker. This is the beamforming technology. Audio lasers arriving all the way from Germany.
Straight at you, no matter where you're sitting in this bowl. This is the brain. It's processing petabytes of data every single second to keep the sphere alive.
28 megawatts. That's enough juice to power a small city, all focused into one single point. Total darkness is required for this magic. Maintenance in the clouds. This is a high-wire job for the world's bravest technicians.
The house is built. Now, let's go outside and give this giant its eye.
The shell is strong, but it is blind. Time to give it a skin. This is the exosphere frame, a second skeleton built specifically for the lights. 6 inches of breathing room. LEDs per puck. And this thing is built to be virtually indestructible. Vegas doesn't play nice. These pucks have to survive 120 degrees and blinding dust storms every single year. Daisy-chained. It's a fail-safe system. If one of these goes dark, the other million must stay lit.
Meet the climbers. They aren't just electricians. They're world-class mountaineers building a digital star.
Click, lock, repeat, local brains. These tiny boxes tell every single puck exactly what color it needs to be.
Light speed data. When this thing finally turns on, the entire Vegas power grid is gonna feel it.
From 10 feet away, it's just a grid. From 100 feet, it becomes a photograph.
One loose wire can create a shadow on a screen this big. Discipline is everything out here. Outside is for the city of Las Vegas, but inside, this is for the soul.
These panels are fragile, incredibly expensive, and they are the future of film. If you can see the line, the entire illusion is ruined. It has to be perfect. Look closely. The sound from those 167,000 speakers passes right through the pixels.
Perfection is the only option here. Every single pixel must answer the call. Eat Big Sky, a single sensor camera system that sees more detail than the human eye can even process.
It's the size of a tablet. This single sensor captures 40 times more detail than the highest-end 4K cameras on the market.
One lens to rule them all. If there's a single scratch on this glass, 20,000 people will see it on the screen.
This is the powerhouse behind the operation. And to capture the rest, we use the Big Sky camera.
The ground is literally shaking, and there isn't even an engine in here. It's all pure sound.
We have 1.2 million individual points of failure to monitor tonight.
Tomorrow, the entire world sees what $2.3 billion actually looks like.
Independence Day. The entire city is holding its breath, waiting for this dark giant to finally wake up.
Ladies and gentlemen, look at that. It's official. The sphere is finally saying hello, world.
And then, it looked at us. The internet exploded in less than an hour. The most beautiful traffic hazard in history. The detail is insane. You can see every crater and ridge from miles away. Now for the real challenge. The first live performance. We've built the eye. Now we have to give it a voice.
September 29th. The doors finally open. This is what 5 years of a secret sounds like when they're finally let out.
That first look, it's like falling into another dimension. You can see the moment their brains stop processing a building and start processing a universe.
Wow, I have never seen anything like that at Next Gen before. That was incredible!
Goodbye, Vegas. Thanks for the view. You finally built something as big as your dreams.
Hit subscribe. The next jump is going to be even bigger.